Hi and welcome. This video is about how to create some really fun and simple Halloween treats. So this year, because we can't do our usual trick-or-treating, I decided to plan a really fun little Halloween party just for the girls. Of course, I had to come up with some really cute macaroons, so I decided to keep it simple and go with this mummy and ghost design. And since I love being extra, I saw this idea on Pinterest and I couldn't resist recreating this ghost holding a pumpkin design. So let's get started with the macarons. Check out some of my other videos for how to create the perfect macaroon. The French macaron recipe I follow is in the description below. So at this point, I would normally split the batter in order to create two separate colors, but in this case, I don't have to worry about that. And here's a quick little hack for how I avoid dripping batter. So I found the best method to create the ghost was to just simply pipe out circles like I would with regular macarons, but then take a toothpick and just pull out the bottom of the ghost, basically. And don't forget, if you want to match both sides of the macaron, you have to make sure you alternate the direction that the bottom of the ghost is pointing so that they're mirrored. And then after it sits out for a bit, you can add some little hands. And after I bake them, I fill them with a really yummy buttercream icing. Let's start with the mummy design. Like I said, I wanted to keep it really simple, so I purchased this cookie icing and I piped 2 eyes, and then I created some mummy bandages by piping from one end of the macaron to the other. I left this out for a bit for the cookie icing to dry, and then I was able to take my edible markers to create the pupils of the eyes. Now for the ghosts. This was super simple. I just took my edible marker and drew on the eyes and mouth, and then I used some petal dust to add some rosy cheeks. After that, I added 2 little white specks on the eyes. And if you're feeling extra ambitious, here's how to create this ghost holding a pumpkin design. I started by piping 2 little dots for the hands, and then I used a star nozzle with orange icing to create the pumpkin. I used a really small round nozzle to create the pumpkin stem. And then I drew on the smile and then added petal dust for the rosy cheeks. And of course, don't forget the little specks on the eyes. And now for this chocolate mummy cake. This was super simple to make. I just baked 2 6-inch chocolate cakes and I stacked them and covered them with chocolate icing. You can be really rough with this. It does not have to be perfect. I melted some marshmallows and then I basically just tried to stretch out the marshmallows, which turned out to be more difficult than I thought it would be, but it was okay because you don't have to be perfect. I used buttercream icing to create the eyeballs and decided to go with green eyes. And then I finished off the design with 2 chocolate chips for the pupils. And finally, for the monster cupcakes, I just simply used the Wilton grass piping tip, and that's how I got the fur effect. And then I used the cookie icing to create the eyeballs and stuck some chocolate chips for the pupils. Everything turned out perfectly, and I was so happy with how easy all of these really fun designs were to create. The girls had so much fun with all of these little treats, and of course, the day ended with a major sugar rush. We hope you enjoyed watching.